Hello, welcome to my first YouTube video. Okay, yeah, lame opener. Hey everybody, I'm Drew, and I am super excited to talk to y'all today. Like I just said, this is my first YouTube video. As you can see, not the highest quality production. I am literally talking in my shed using a work light, construction light, for my main light source, and I have a small little small, LED cubes that are, just some type of interesting color here. Talking in my shed, sitting on a workbench, and I am really excited to talk to you today, though, about my EDC-C, my everyday carry camera. So probably for about just around 3 weeks now, I've been using the OM Systems TG-7 camera uh, literally almost every day. When I'm out walking the dogs, when I'm out on my runs, out running around town, traveled a little bit for work, I have taken it with me everywhere I go because it is so small, compact, that it literally fits in my front jeans pocket. And I wear tight pants sometimes. It's never been an issue. I can throw this in my bag and not worry about it getting damaged, like my other camera that I use for, I don't want to say more serious work, but portfolio or paid work. But even that being said, I have taken pictures with this little bad boy and no issues posting it on my social media. And throughout this video, I'll be sure to post some of those on here. So let's start off with what I love about the camera. There are some negatives, right? But all in all, I love this so much. So besides the small form factor, which I already mentioned, this bad boy is tough. I've been training for an ultra marathon, been out running a lot. Running trails, running around town, running when I'm away for work, all different sites, all different places, all different times of the day. And before I got this, I can't bother to tell you how many times I've been out, really wanted to take a picture of something, but it's cold here where I currently live, and I don't want to have to take off my gloves, go through my running vest, take out my phone, open up the camera app, adjust the settings on there with my cold hands, take the picture, put it away, get my gloves back on, and carry on about my business. With the TG-7, it's got all buttons. I can do it with my gloves. I can turn it on. I can zoom in and out. I can adjust the settings thanks to this directional kind of, D-pad. There is no joystick. There's no full manual mode for this either, so I'll give that, bit of info up front, but there are some manual settings. I can adjust the focus, I can set the aperture. There's a macro mode, which has been really fun because I'm a child, taking pictures of things like bugs or of nice flowers that my wife is currently trying to grow indoors to transplant later on, or some of the poppies and stuff I see around town. It's been fun to get up close to take those pictures here as well. So this is a 12 megapixel sensor. Like I said, it is not a powerhouse. It's a 25 to 100, 35 millimeter equivalent focal length, zoom in and out, f2 to f8, essentially variable aperture as you zoom in and out on there as well. Lots of things I can change. There is ways for me to adjust the exposure. I can change it to different types of spot metering, or just essentially, taking the whole scene and do the metering that way. So as I've been going around town, taking some pictures, trying to get those strong contrasting shadows that we see with some street photographers. All right, you can do that on here as well. And this is very conspicuous. I've been to farmers markets. I've been inside of stores. Nobody sees this camera and thinks that you're going to be taking serious, quote-unquote, professional photos. Nobody's asked me questions about, hey, you taking pictures of me? They think I'm taking a picture of the church or the library or the trees in the park that I'm currently going through, this tractor that is parked along the trail, and not of individual people's. It doesn't look serious. So those are some of the goods, right? Size, inconspicuous on there. The ability to zoom in and out is nice. being able to change some of my settings. However, there is going to be some bad about this camera. Um, and that's low light, right? So not always going to be a powerhouse on here. But there's some more good I'll talk about here in a couple seconds outside of the photography specs. Um, right, sometimes my runs are early in the morning before the sun is up. They're later on at night when the sun is definitely down. And there's been times where I'm like, oh, this is a cool looking car, or a nice scene with like the street lights or park lights I'd like to take a picture of and capture. Don't always turn out well, right? There is going to be some of that grain, some of that noise. Definitely not a low light powerhouse. But those things aside, I don't care about it because the picture quality is going to be more than enough for what I post to my social medias or for my own memories. I'm not always taking pictures to try to win something or get clients. I'm taking them to make memories along places I go, which kind of leads into the main reason why I love this camera. I'm not going to say it's indestructible, but probably close as far as cameras go. Full disclosure, I am clumsy. I am not always the most well-coordinated individual, and that's okay. This thing is shockproof up to like 2 meters, something like that. So I'm about 6'1". If I drop this while I was holding it up in my hand or up to my face, sorry, it fell. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't care, but I wouldn't be overly concerned. And I have done that. I've been out in the woods. I've had it in my hand because it's light, it's small, I can carry it. I've tripped over myself and I want to catch myself, so I drop the camera to the ground. I pick it up, give it a little, and it's good to go. Right? Again, no issues. It's waterproof. I'm about to go to the beach here in a couple weeks. I can't wait to get into the ocean and just take pictures with me and my wife as we're having fun. We're making memories. I'm not going to be concerned about this camera getting wet. It was built for underwater scuba diving, stuff like that as well. Freeze proof. I don't really ever expect to be somewhere so long that I would have to be worried about this camera being, completely frozen. It's been well below freezing for some of the days I've been out there running. It's probably a little bit of warm since it's all near my body, but I take it out, it starts right up, no issues as well. So if you like to travel, hike, run, go to the beach, scuba dive, and you want a good everyday camera, the TG-7 is great. But even if you just want a small, compact camera to capture life as it happens around you, I can't recommend this little camera here enough. So last thing I'll leave you with is price. I got this for about $400. I believe it retails anywhere from $4 to $5, depending upon Amazon, Walmart, B&H Photo. So it's not going to be like the cheapest point and shoot camera out there. But honestly, with how much I've been using this, where I plan to go the next couple of weeks, where I plan to take it, use it, it's going to be well worth that investment. And there are days where I go visit friends, they have kids, and if they ask to see this, to take pictures, I would probably encourage that, because the worst they're going to do is drop it, and it's going to be okay. Maybe they change some of my settings, not a big deal, right? No qualms about giving this camera to somebody to use if they're, under their age of 5. In fact, I'd probably enjoy seeing some of the photos they would take with something like this. I would never do that with my work, quote-unquote, camera. So if you're looking for something new, looking for something small, looking for something that is fun to use, TG-7 by OM Systems, formerly known as Olympus, right? I believe. Check it out. It is great. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by my first one. I guess I'll give the typical YouTube thing, right? And if you liked it, please like the video and consider subscribing. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Bye.